Nevada, home to 3.1 million people, is probably best known for Las Vegas, its most famous city, also known as Sin City.
They're a bit of a paradox. I mean, they're seen as perhaps a liberal state in some sense because it was the first state that really pushed no-fault divorce. It has gambling. In certain counties, it allows prostitution. But it also has this undercurrent of being very, very conservative in some respects.
Nevada reliably voted Republican from the late 1960s until the early 2000s. But these days, about 1/3 of Nevada voters are registered independents. That's more than are registered as Democrats or Republicans. Recent history shows the state regularly swings between the two political parties. While Democrats have won at the presidential level, Republicans dominate in the governor's mansion.
Nevada is a pure battleground. This is a very close place where we have gone back and forth in party control of the governor's mansion, and we've gone back and forth in who wins the presidency here.
Nevada is called the Silver State. The nickname dates back to 1859, when a huge deposit of silver was discovered here. The Silver State's population has more than tripled since 1980, including a 35% jump between 2000 and 2010. Many of the newcomers are from predominantly liberal California. More than 100,000 people moved to Nevada from California between 2020 and 2023.
What's happened is the Clark County, which is the county where Las Vegas sits, is now 72% of the voting population in this state. So what has happened to Nevada is what was once a rural Mountain West state has become an urban West Coast state.
Despite the population explosion, Nevada remains a heavily working-class state, with many residents working manual jobs.
We're a pretty blue-collar state, and that means that those sort of kitchen table issues are more important here. So things like wages, things like unemployment, things like housing affordability, just inflation in general, so things like fuel prices, all of those things affect people a little bit more here in Nevada than they might in some other states.
It's the pocketbook issues, it's reproductive rights, and it's immigration.
When they vote in November's general election, Nevadans will also vote on whether to guarantee a constitutional right to an abortion in the state.
Abortion measures being on the ballot in several states, as well as the issue overall, has already proven to be a big driver, a big motivator of turnout in prior elections. And I think this one will be no different.
But the election could still come down to pocketbook issues for Nevada residents.
We shouldn't underestimate the possibility that Trump can win Nevada. I think that Trump is being perceived as a candidate unlikely to win Nevada simply because he hasn't won the last 2 times. I wouldn't discount the importance of economic issues as driving the decision for voters in this state.